So in today's video, we're going to be looking at every single main GTA entry since GTA 3 and figuring out which mission is the most difficult from that game. So with that being said, everyone, if you do enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And finally, if you would like to, you can join my Discord, which is on my channel's homepage. So with all that being said, everyone, let's get into the video. Thank you for clicking on this one, and I hope you enjoy. So, of course, we've got to talk about GTA 3 first, and this game is actually relatively recent in my mind because I actually finished playing through it last week for the first time. And I must say, this game is so annoying at times, and there's a few missions that I found really annoying that will be popped up on the screen right now, but there was one that stood out to me quite a lot, and it could be because it's actually one of like the last, I think it was like the third last mission in the whole game, so it definitely stood out to me as one that is very, very annoying, and that's S.A.M. I'm actually not too sure how I'm meant to pronounce it because it's, you know, S.A. You get the point. But to avoid sounding dumb, even though I've already just sounded stupid by explaining this, I'm just going to say S.A.M. This mission is incredibly annoying and stupidly difficult. Now, I'm going to explain it to you because for those who haven't played it, you are very lucky. For those who have, you're either thinking that I suck at the game or you're agreeing with me. I hope you're agreeing with me because I really don't want you to think I'm really bad at these games. But this mission basically entails you driving onto the third island and shooting a plane with a rocket launcher, grabbing the stuff that falls out of this plane and delivering it. That sounds pretty easy, right? Well, you'd be very wrong because, first of all, this is a timed mission. So you have to get to the third island from the second island very quickly. Now, something very interesting to point out is that the bridge that leads you to the third island is always like going up and down. You have to sort of predict it. Now, what's weird is the one time I tried this mission with cheats, I failed either way, so we're going to ignore that. But when I used cheats for a tank, the bridge actually never went down or up. I could always drive straight through, but whenever I wasn't using cheats, which was 90% of the time when trying this mission, the bridge was always going up when I was going there. It was very annoying, probably just bad luck. And as I said, this mission you would think super easy, but you're wrong. And the reason for that is because the aiming for the rocket launcher sucks so hard. So there's two methods to this mission, and the first method is the one the game tells you, and it's the one that I tried the first few times and it didn't work, and then I cracked it, and then I tried to do the other way, which I would argue is a lot more sort of efficient. So the first way, you go to where the game tells you, you grab the boat, and this comes with a rocket launcher at the dock, and it, I believe, has around 20 shots in it. You're meant to park the boat, and then while you're in that boat, which is hopefully stationary, I hope you're not just sort of drifting off, you're meant to shoot the plane down. It's meant to land on the airstrip. Then you take the packages that it drops, and then you drive off. But the aiming on this rocket launcher sucks. It is so bad. Very, very sensitive, really hard to aim. It's awful. Now, the second way, as I said, this is actually the way I did it, is you drive straight to the third island, take the bridge, drive through the airport, shoot all the guys that you're meant to shoot, and then you shoot it down from the airstrip. But the thing is, if you steal a rocket launcher from one of the guys, it only has one shot. So you have to be very specific, like very right on target, as little sense that sentence makes. And this mission is so hard because the mission itself just feels sort of rigged. Like the aiming sucks, and then half the time you can shoot it, you grab all the stuff, but you can get shot by the gangs around you, not to mention the cops actually come after you as well. So it's just a very difficult mission, and one that just sucks, to be honest. Now with Vice City, this one's weird because I haven't found anyone saying this mission's hard, but I found it so difficult, and that's the Gunrunner mission from Phil Cassidy, which is a character, or I guess an asset that you unlock after you complete the job mission. This one is just the worst, and no one seems to mention this as one of the harder missions, but I found it so difficult, and it's actually the only mission in these games that I've ever had to actually use a cheat to beat. And then once I used that cheat, which was spawning in a tank, I beat it first go, funnily enough. this mission basically just entails you to knock sort of like crates off the back of trucks and then kill the people in the trucks. Sounds so easy, even easier than the one from GTA 3 I just mentioned, but no, you are very wrong. And the reason for that is because these people shoot the hell out of you, and of course by shooting at them, cops come after you, so it's you against a full gang and cops, and they will run you over, they'll shoot you, your car blows up, so of course you get out of the car and then you just get lasered or run over. It's annoying. It's such a simple mission, but it is just so annoying, and it took me probably 20 attempts. Like, I remember waking up in the morning before school trying to beat this mission, coming home after school or work or anything like that, trying to beat this mission, and I still couldn't. It was so annoying, and I had to use cheats to do it. I am actually currently playing through GTA Vice City for the second time right now, and I'm really not looking forward to going back to this mission. For San Andreas, I've chosen the mission robbing Uncle Sam. Now, this is from relatively early in the game, and unfortunately for me, it's actually the mission I am currently up to, so there might be a bit of hatred bias, you could say, towards this mission for me right now, but I do genuinely think it sucks. And what's weird about the definitive edition is that I feel like it's actually harder to do this mission now than it was in the original, which makes very little sense. So basically, of course, you're playing as CJ, you are stuck with your partner Ryder, who is meant to help out in the mission, but oh man, he does not. He makes this mission very difficult. All it entails is going to a military base, and you basically are just stealing crates, loading them into a truck, driving away. But it is so, all these missions that I'm mentioning, especially from the sort of earlier games that I've previously mentioned and I'm mentioning now, they have this sort of thing where they make a mission easy, but then they add something that makes it difficult, whether that's like stupid AI or just people shooting at you. Like, there's always something going on, and this mission has all of that. Ryder sometimes can glitch out and just be stupid. Overall, this mission just very annoying. I feel like it's a bit too difficult for the earlier stages of the game. One little mention here before we move on to GTA 4. The mission Burning Desire from this game is not hard, but it is so glitched that it made it the hardest mission I think I've ever played. And that's because in the mission, you save this woman from a burning house, and then you're meant to drive her home, and then she becomes your girlfriend. It's a very sweet story. But unfortunately for me, the mission wasn't so sweet, because every time I would leave the house, like with her behind me, she wouldn't get out of the bloody house. She wouldn't leave. And then I like tried to ram the door, and then she'd just get run over somehow. It was so annoying. Thankfully, due to my huge brain and not the internet, I rammed the door before going in, and then that stopped the mission from glitching. But even closing the game didn't stop the glitch from happening. So if you get stuck on that mission, just know you ran the door before you go in and save her. Anyways, for those who haven't played that mission, I just rambled, so I'm going to move on to the next game now. So GTA 4 was difficult because GTA 4 is the only game that isn't on my platform that I play games on, which is PlayStation 5. So unfortunately, I don't remember much of this game, but a mission that the internet tells me is pretty difficult is If the Price Is Right. Now, there's a possibility I played this mission on my Xbox 360. Holy crap, that was so long ago. Anyways, this mission, I'm going to be reading a description off of the GTA wiki because, I mean, I don't remember it. So I don't even know how to pronounce this name. Pegorino orders Nico to pick up the payment for a heroin deal. Probably should bleep that out. Part of a partnership between the Pegorinos and the Dimitri Rascal. These are so many hard to say names. After many texts from Roman begging him to do the deal, Nico accepts and comes to the conclusion holding grudges is foolish, and so he goes with Phil Bell to the exchange point. Now, I'm going to be having footage in the background here of the mission so you can sort of see what it entails. As I said, I haven't really played it, or at least I don't remember playing it. So I'm sorry this is sort of like a cop-out little thing here, but unfortunately, I just haven't been able to play this game for a while. Now, with most games, the final mission is usually the most difficult, and while I think that GTA 5 is actually a relatively easy game, at least in comparison to the previous games and most current games. I think that the big score is the hardest mission in the game. So like a lot of big missions in GTA games, it gives you a 5-star wanted level, you have the LSPD and Merryweather troops after you. It's just a very irritating mission. Now, same with the GTA 4 one. I haven't played this in ages, so I can't give you the best description because I don't really want to be reading off of websites again. So again, background footage will be there so you can sort of see what it entails, but if you played through it, I'm sure you know how irritating it can be. Now, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It helps me out way more than you could even imagine. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what I should make a video on next. And thank you for watching, everyone.